appreciate you coming down here, Mrs. Parr. What's this about? Has Dash done something wrong? Well, he's a disruptive influence, and he openly mocks me in front of the class. He says, "Look, I know it's you!" He puts thumbtacks on my stool. You saw him do this? Well, no, not really. Actually, not. Oh, well then how do you know it was him? I hit a camera, and this time I got him. You see? See there? Well, you don't see it? He moves! Right there! Wait! Right there! Right as I'm sitting down! I don't know how he does it, but there's no tack on my stool before he moves, and after he moves, there's a tack. Coincidence? I think not! Bernie. Don't Bernie me! This little rat is guilty! You and your son can go now, Mrs. Parr. I'm sorry for the trouble. You're letting him go again? He's guilty! You can see it on his smug little face! He's guilty, I say! Guilty! No!
Oh, I wonder what happened to that teacher after that whole incident.
Written up.
He got written up?
Written up.
Yikes. Don't burn
You're teaching
me.
ISS in-school suspension.
Dude, that's my job. I do in-school suspension.
Sucks to be you.
Oh my gosh, but that scene is so good. We were just talking about the voice actor of Bernie before opening up the show, and that guy, he could really open up his pipes. Let it fly. He's not afraid to just let it go. So, love that scene. If you don't know where that incredible scene is from, that is from The Incredibles. Great opener, Brian. Love that.
Thank you.
It almost started to sound like Sebastian Maniscalco for a second.
I was like,
yeah.
Steven!
That was the vibe I was getting for a second. That's so good.
He's guilty!
And then you gotta be like walking up, all over the stage like he does.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 125. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
Frozone! Yay!
We've got KT in this corner.
Would you care for more mimosa? Don't mind if I do.
Ooh, that sounds good. And I'm Miliana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome! We've got, and I say this a lot, but we've got quite the show for you tonight. Katie's bubbled up a chunk episode for us tonight, okay? And I'm excited to see what she's got in store, and I hope you're excited too. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave the likes. I love reading your guys' comments so much and interacting with all of you. But also, tell your friends to subscribe, man. Become a sibling today. And with that, let's jump into the news. So, I thought this was actually really cute and really sweet. 100 years of Disney celebrated by Once Upon a Studio short. It was really sweet. Did you guys think so?
I didn't get to watch it.
Oh, okay. It was really sweet.
Everybody that has mentioned it to me says, dude, you've got to watch this.
For some people, I'm sure it brought back a lot of childhood memories, nostalgia. Might have even had some waterwork tears coming in. But for me, I was just like, I love Disney and what they've done. And it's a shame that we are where we are right now, where they're being criticized for being so blah and for not trying as hard. Like, where did the magic go? Because watching...
Corporate.
Yeah.
It's corporate.
Do you want to know just how corporate it got? How it is? Okay, so I was just at Disney World. We just had fall break. And I was at Disney World for a few days. And I didn't realize this, but on Monday... What date was that? Monday, October 16th, was the official 100th anniversary of the Disney Studios opening that day. And there wasn't anything special going on. They didn't do anything special in any of the parks. Yeah, you would think, that's supposed to be a thing, but what they didn't want to do was deter from the animation aspect of it. It had nothing to do with the parks. Like it wasn't an anniversary for the park, so they didn't want to celebrate that. But I thought, that should be something worth celebrating.
I feel like you take the advantage to just market your
special
existence.
Cake pop, just out of
So, well, it's funny you mentioned that because on some Disney boards online, people were saying, I'm sure there's some special cupcake you can find somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, make a 100 cake pop and boom, throw them out there and be like, oh my gosh!
No, now, allegedly they were doing something at Epcot, but we weren't there on that day. We were there the day before. But they were more, in the Magic Kingdom, they were still big into fall and Halloween. So there were Mickey pumpkins and lots of orange and leaves and stuff like that. But nothing for 100 years, which I thought was weird. Now, there were statues that were celebrating 100 years. And, I looked at one.
But those have been there probably since the beginning of the year. Yeah, something like that. But for that specific day, there was nothing special.
Nothing specific on that day. And yet, there was one time, I was at Epcot. I stopped at a sign, and I was just like, wow. I had this existential moment where I was like, wow. Think about what they've done in 100 years. Mm-hmm. Like, that is insane.
Made billions.
And watch out,
billions. Oh, you're supposed to join me.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, but watch how fast that castle is gonna crumble.
In that time, the Fire Nation is taken over, and Aang is now coming
defeated. Back. Yeah, they've been defeated.
So no, that's insane. I really go watch the short. It was heartwarming to see all of your favorite characters throughout the years come together again. Was Donald there? Everybody was there.
Then it's a crime if it's Donald Duck.
Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Mortimer?
The bunny that is like Mickey
Oswald.
Mouse. Oswald was even there. Yeah.
Well, good. He needs to be there.
So it really was heartwarming to see that, and it's like does
Song
Disney
of the South was there too.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you're done. Anyways. So, Once Upon a Studio, that was a short, really cute. I'm sure there were some people who were like, oh,
I bet that's going to be me when I see it.
Yeah. When you
Where can you see that? Where can you find that? On
Disney
YouTube?
Plus.
Disney Plus? Oh, Disney Plus, okay.
I actually watched it on TikTok, not on Disney Plus. So, yeah, it really sweet. So, kudos to them. 100 years, Disney. Here's to 100 more if you can make it. I think we're at the point where we're going to crash and burn first, and then we'll get, the weeds will be all sorted out. That's cute. And now the grass and the flowers will get to bloom after this is wiped out. That's what I'm hoping, at least. That
Maybe. Did you read the
It's already burning. It's already burning right now.
Did you read the second post on our news thing?
Okay, Nero. Dang. It's already burning. Just let it burn. Yeah.
All is not well, however, in the House of Mouse. CCO of Pixar, Pete Docter, blames Disney Plus and the handling of releasing films prematurely on lackluster box office figures. I actually don't really understand what that means. What do you mean?
So what he's saying is that he's criticizing how Disney Plus is being handled.
Right.
And he's saying these are the repercussions for your actions. We're not making any money because of how Disney Plus is being handled. Where for example, movies like Soul were put straight to Disney Plus, and now people are expecting that, so they're not going to the theater.
I see.
Yeah, and so it's affecting their box office.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of feuding going on right now between Pixar and Disney.
See, but that's not the thing. That's not the case, I feel like, because Pete Docter's in the wrong in his thinking, because people are going to the movies. We saw it time and time again with Spider-Verse 2, Barbie, Oppenheimer. People will go if it's worth seeing.
Yeah, if a rated R movie makes $1 billion, then something's different.
So I don't think it has to do with, Disney Plus is like, no, every movie ends up on streaming one way or another. However, if you make a movie quality enough for me to spend my money to go to the theater and my time, then it's worth it. It's worth it for me, and they'll get money. However, they have not been putting forth these films that are worth my time and money. So I'm going, I'll wait the 3 months and be behind and go watch it on Disney Plus when it comes out for free. So,
speaking of which, Ileana and I have different opinions about Elemental.
Yes.
I've been wanting to talk about that. So
my girls saw it and they liked it. They both liked it.
I will eat my words. They proved me wrong. It had the Pixar touch.
So what I told Ileana when she said that is that I have the Shea Frillis approach, and she's got the Saber Spark approach. Yeah. I was very critical of it because when I see a movie, it's like that doesn't make sense. When you're writing something, it needs to. I feel like good writing covers all bases. There's no room for error. Why would they come to this new world? Why would the Flame people come to this new world? Because there was
one house.
In the other Flame world, they were being persecuted for their beliefs.
No, they weren't. In Flame world? No, they weren't. There was like a flood or something. What?
Yeah, their house got destroyed. I don't think it was a very strong reason, but that didn't matter to me much.
Look, the Flame people wanted a better life for their Flame children.
Yeah. But there was so much of that, like, why? That it drew me out instantly. And I didn't like Ember's character. I thought she was so mean to Wade, and Wade was so good. And I'm you don't deserve her.
She was, but I felt like everybody's like that. When they're going through a tough time, they're 1 second from blowing up on everybody, whether they really love this person or not. When you're at the peak of stress, you're going to take it out on everybody. Just like the saying goes, hurt people, and I think that was exactly what Ember was doing. She was trying so hard to fight back against Wade and her family, but trying to please them and please Wade at the same time, back and forth, that she didn't exactly know what even she wanted. And so she's also she's having an internal conflict. She doesn't know. It's not a coming of age, but she's finally stepping away from her parents after being under them for so long that she still doesn't know what she wants. And it finally comes forth at the climax. So that's how I look at it, at least.
No, for me, I see it in a different way, which different strokes for different folks, whatever.
Yeah.
If you need to handle your business, then be honest. Say, hey, take a step back and say, hey, I need some space. This isn't the end of our friendship. I just need to take care of this.
Right.
Are you going to be my friend and be here when I get back, when I'm done with this?
That's the adult, responsible thing to do. But you have to think, Ember is new to that. She's never left the Flame City, or whatever it was called, Fire City. So she's always been here, and she's always been told, this is what we do. And now she meets Wade, and it's like everything's blown up for her. And she is having this fight, and she's not mature. She has to mature.
She can't. She's never been mature at all. Which
right.
I would feel like, okay, you know that you have an anger problem? Then, I don't know, get help. find a way.
All right. Well, now you're trying to
find a way. No. It's like find a way to live with what makes you angry, or find a way to cope with it.
But she didn't even know what made her angry yet. She couldn't pinpoint it. You're trying to, from your outside point of view, you already know what her conflicts are. She doesn't even know what her conflicts are yet.
Now, I will say that when Ileana said that she actually enjoyed the movie, it made me rethink, okay, I need to go back and watch it again and go with a fresher perspective. Honestly, though, I don't think my opinion will change.
Oh, so you haven't done it yet?
Girl, I've been busy!
Go back, rewatch it, think about how what I just said, and try to do that. Think about how Ember is feeling, not how you would handle the situation. Because we can all say we'd handle the situation way better because we're mature adults. But Ember is like, for the first time.
Also, there were just a lot of cutting. When it comes to the actual filmmaking, they just cut scenes so fast. And they didn't really give time for things to develop. I just think things were just so rushed.
There's one channel on YouTube, on the YouTubes here, that's oh gosh, what are they called? They're like therapy guys. There's one.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They did the review of it. They sit together. One of them is a film director, and the other one is a therapist. And they watch the movie and they talk about the relationship between the family members and the relationship between Wade and Ember and how beautiful it is and stuff like that. I'm like, they really broke it down in a great way. So I loved that.
I liked their analysis of just the best Pixar moms. You should go check that one out. I can't remember the name of that show, but that's a really good one. Anyway, off topic. But yeah, okay, so I am planning when I have a moment, I am going to watch it again. I love rewatching Pixar films especially. So I'll give it a fresh perspective and then I'll come back and then we'll have an educated discussion.
Okay. Oh, Cinema Therapy. That's their name.
That's it, yeah.
Cinema Therapy. They're great. All right, moving on. Oh, yikes. This is like a... Prosecutors are squinting at Alec Baldwin and are considering recharging him for the tragedy on the set of Rust. What does that mean? Are, like, they passing him by, like, on the streets or something and, like, throwing him, like, dirty looks and squints from across the street? And Alec is like... Like, oh, they're staring at me again. Oh, all the looks.
Oh my gosh. So this comes from NBC News, and I phrased it that way because I don't want to just be ripping off people's articles.
No, I love it. I love the way you worded it. That's so funny.
Okay. Now this does come from NBC News. Prosecutors investigating Rust shooting intend to bring involuntary manslaughter charge against Alec Baldwin before a grand jury.
Oh my gosh.
Special prosecutors dismissed the same charge against Baldwin 5 months, citing new facts in the case. What new facts? Like, what in the world?
I thought they would have already gathered all the information by now. I mean, gosh, has it been 2 years since that happened or something like that? I feel like it's been 2 years.
I feel like it also, it just keeps going on and on. Oh, okay, so the case centers on an incident on the Rust film set in October 2021.
Yeah.
So just 2 years ago, literally this month. My word.
So.
This is what Alec Baldwin says. I feel that someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
Okay, Alec. All right.
Wink, wink. We know. It wasn't you that shot that gun.
That's the thing. We don't want it to be him, but we want whoever is responsible to be held responsible, you know?
Do we really? Do we really?
What, do you not?
Who cares?
Somebody died, Brian.
Yeah.
And you know what? People are dying left and right.
Stop! Oh my god. We're off the air.
Hospital.
Been nice knowing you guys.
Kids are being blown up.
Yes.
You know,
my
and
god.
we're worried
Yes,
about
we know.
some person, a filmmaker that got shot 2 years ago, and they're like, They've been paid off. They've been paid off now at this point.
That doesn't make it right.
Yeah, you still want whoever it is to have been held accountable.
Oops! This gun shot off. Oh man, what the heck? Oh, it was an accident.
For her family to get closure, you can't just say it was an accident and nobody take accountability. Somebody's got to have some accountability.
Brian, if somebody shot you dead, I would burn the whole city down.
No one would care if I was shot dead. Okay,
I would care.
Was I shot dead so dead that I died like dead, or did I get shot dead where I was like, ugh, I'm dead?
Okay, so that definitely bumped that out of context.
What
That's
was
going
that
in the
sentence
book.
that you just
You know, it made complete sense. Okay.
Am I shot dead like I'm dead? Or...
Yeah, like, he's dead, or is it like, oh, I'm dead? Yes, he's in the midst of being dead. You know, the deadiness of being dead.
This woman was fatally shot. Okay.
Yeah, dead. Dead. Yeah. And now it's over, and her family's been paid off.
That doesn't make it right. And I want the truth. I want the truth because we want the truth.
And this will set a huge precedent. Is that how you say that?
President
Lincoln.
Oh my gosh.
On how they deal with this sort of thing going in the future, filming these types of movies. You can't just. It was loaded. Sorry, everybody.
This is I want more money. Move.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I don't think so.
There's lots of other cases these prosecutors could go after, but they're trying to make a name for themselves going after Alec Baldwin. And at this point, nobody is interested. You know,
they'll be interested if they decide to record the.
It's like
court hearing.
Know, can you imagine if like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard decided to go sue each other again in court? At this point, nobody would be interested because we already went down that.
That is false because she made such a butt of herself. We'd be like,
what? You want more? You want to go through that all over again?
Yes.
That 3-episode documentary was good. Just by the way, on Netflix.
The Depp Heard documentary. Yeah, I watched it. It was great. It was good. But it's like
everybody would eat that up, Brian.
We've been down this road before, or it's like OJ. If we OJ,
oh my god,
did OJ all over again, we're done.
Brian, that was like 20, 30 years ago.
I know, but back then it was huge, and it was a huge story. But if OJ again, nobody cared. Nobody cared when he got arrested for the third thing he did, whatever the heck he did. It's like
I think everybody would be like, "What? This is insane! A 30-year-old case being brought up again? That's crazy." So Bump That will be there. I mean, we've been here for 2 years now.
Yes, I'm invested.
We've been here for 2 years.
This is definitely Katie's story. She's like,
I'm totally invested.
I'm gonna get you, Alec Baldwin, if it's the last thing I do.
I just want to know the truth. That's all. I just want to know the truth.
You know what? Truth? Don't need it. If you want truth, Mr. Jones' philosophy class is down the hall. What I'm here for is facts.
101.
I want to know facts. Okay? Facts are what's important, not truth.
Hey, I got some facts for you.
Yeah, here's my fax number right here. Send me a fax. Then, okay?
Here's a fact for you. BioShock movie confirmed for Netflix.
Not a fact, not a truth.
It is. No, it is. Blade Runner.
They've been saying this for years about a BioShock movie.
Okay, well, there's news. There's news, okay?
Are we going to have to title this one Brian and Katie Fight Again?
No. Okay, so Blade Runner 2049 scribe Michael Green is writing this. And the reason why, allegedly, that there has been a stumbling block is because of the writer's strike. We would have had more information had it not been for that, allegedly. But they've been writing it. And director Francis Lawrence confirmed that Green is penning the film, and because of the strike, things have been held up.
Okay.
Speaking of the strike, did you see they went back on what they said?
Yeah.
No, but that's not surprising.
Oh,
I told you they would. I told you.
And Fran Drescher went on to say that she was shocked that
in fact, George Clooney and a bunch of A-listers, they sent out a new proposal. Like, here's the proposal, shut down immediately. This is what we want. And they're like, nope, get that out of here. We don't want to even see that.
It's insane. I was reading an
when
article
you're shutting down George Clooney.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious.
The
Nips
man.
and all. At this point, it's all
for
done.
Batman.
Yeah.
Ileana.
It's
Ileana didn't see that movie.
Oh, well, it's probably a good thing.
What?
Because it's...
Yeah, there it is.
nipply.
Hey, I liked it. Everybody could shut up on its own.
Just happened.
I liked it.
But anyway,
not a good movie, but I liked it.
We were just saying, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like, all right, we got a proposal. It's going. It's over. It's not over.
I told you it wouldn't be. Well, it was
It's never over.
It was a temporary fix, which it should have lasted a lot longer than this.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't going to.
They're still marching. There's still picket signs. Picket fence, you ding dong. Picket signs.
Okay.
So that's a SpongeBob reference.
Yes, I got you.
Oh,
Anyways,
I got you.
didn't get I was like, what?
I got it.
Not a picket fence, you ding dong. Picket sign. That's Squidward saying that's a.
I am Squidward now.
We all grew up to be Squidward.
Ah!
Anyways,
Continue.
So a BioShock movie.
Eating that filth.
Makes me sick. Anyway.
Anyways, just there won't be a BioShock movie.
I hope so. I love
It's
BioShock.
for Netflix. It's for Netflix.
It's one of my favorite video games of all time. I would love
Netflix
to see a movie.
just raised the rates just so they can make the BioShock movie. It just came out. Netflix is gonna raise up rates for everybody like by 50%.
So is Disney Plus.
There you go.
By a lot.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Money, 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 money. Money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord.
It's going to be, I think it said 2024. It's going to be like $175 or something like that.
What?
For.
In a year.
Yeah, for a year. Which
split by 12.
That's so much money. I pay for Nintendo online service for $20, dude.
I get my extra stuff for Nintendo for $50.
It's like they're losing money off of having an online service instead of gaining money.
Yeah.
In all actuality, but oh well.
Speaking of Nintendo, though.
Oh, Nintendo's new Mario game, Super Mario Wonder, has an early grade of 93. Many critics are calling it the best Mario 2D platformer of all time and a much-needed refresher to the genre.
I'll be the judge of that. My copy is coming in tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't really.
So what are you gonna do with your time?
I'm actually going camping this weekend, so I'll be like the whole time I'm there. I'm like.
Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder. It's a nice twitch.
So wait a minute, can't you take your Switch out and like charge it?
No, I'm not one of those people. Okay, when I was at
the commercials
that's a
show
good
you
thing.
that you can.
Yeah, when I was at Disney World, I overheard some people behind me while we were waiting in line for something. There was this kid that was straight up crying, and Mom was like, "No, you can't play your Switch right now. We're in Disney." And I was totally eavesdropping, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Why'd you even bring it to Disney? I get it, like, if you have it in your hotel, because I had mine in my hotel, because I used it on my plane.
They should just make rides. Hear me out, and then we can go on to the chunk here. They should just make rides where you're sitting in a van, or a bus, or something, a ride, and you just get to play your Switch with snacks brought to you, and you can just ride around, because at the end of the day, that's what everybody wants, right? That's people just want to be hooked up to an IV and playing the Switch. I mean,
that will make us head down towards the Wall-E world.
Yeah,
that or Ready Player One.
But isn't that at the end of the day, what like stimulate me,
That's what they. Oh my
entertain me.
gosh! I was
That's it.
seeing. I think I saw a TikTok recently that said how movies are, or like our attention span is not high enough to sit through movies like the classics of the past anymore. They're like, if you want people from this day and age to sit down and watch movies like that, or for movies like that to come back, you have to have a video of Subway Surfer and people cutting soap at the bottom to keep their attention long enough.
Oh my goodness.
So you gotta
So wait a
put
minute,
those
you're
at the
saying
bottom
like
so that
a
you can have the
masterpiece,
movie.
like
Yes.
Lawrence of Arabia,
Yes.
where there's these long scenes, beautiful
Yes.
shots of the desert,
Yeah.
and these actors are just looking up at the screen, and you're like, wow, these people looks amazing. This vista is so beautiful and gorgeous. This is a place I'll never go to in 100 years or anything. And they're like, oh god, this is like the most boring.
Yes.
This doesn't tell me about anything about my life or anything
fact
or my
that-
existence.
I had the guys behind me at Oppenheimer. I get it. It's a 3-hour movie, okay? I had to leave to use the bathroom 3 times, okay?
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I
totally
have
fair.
just sat through Barbie as well. The fact that it's a long movie, but it was amazing to sit through. And it was snappy, but also long and drawn out at the same time. A lot of heavy dialogue to sit through. And the guys behind me were like, yeah, we were just here to see Florence's boobies on the screen. And now that they're gone, well, I guess we're gone too. And they left. It was like 7 guys. They all left.
Speaking of which, Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon opens up this weekend, 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And Scorsese was saying he makes no apologies for
Yeah.
the length of that movie.
And I'm like, yep, well, he's the master, so he can
So
do whatever
nothing
the heck he
could have been
wants.
cut from that film. Nothing. Everything deserved
No.
to be in the final cut.
The man knows what he's doing.
Okay.
In Scorsese, we trust in cinema. So
Okay. So
Yep.
let's see that. Bump that will be there, I guess. When does that come out? It just did.
I will
or-
be it came out this weekend. I will be there next weekend.
Okay.
'Cause I'm doing a show.
Let us know. Let us know, Brian.
Yep, will do.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, good on Super Mario Wonder. They were saying there's something new at every corner. You won't stop being surprised with everything. And I think that's great because I feel like a lot of these Mario games get dull very quickly because you know what to expect. It's the same old from every game that you've ever played. So the fact that, oh man, there's a surprise at every turn, I love that. I'm glad that we're getting something new. So Super Mario Wonder, if you played it, let us know down in the comments.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm all over it.
Okay. All right. It is the time you've all been waiting for. It is time for the Chunk Zone.
Chunky.
All right. So Katie's got a Survive the Horror game. Choose your own adventure. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what it's about?
Yes, so this is a labor of love. This took me so long to write. If it sucks, my bad. What it is, it's a horror fantasy survival story. So think of your Goosebump books that you read when you were a child, and it's a choose your own adventure. There are many different paths that Brian and Ileana can take. Their goal is to survive this horror fantasy. There are many routes they can take. They can either die or they can survive. There are a lot of endings to this story.
Okay.
So, we're just gonna dive into it. There is a little bit of reading to it, so my apologies for that, but hopefully it's interesting enough for you guys.
Okay.
All right, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
All right. Part 1. Brian and Ileana are in a soda shop having a nice root beer float.
Heck yeah.
There are people all over the diner, and the music is hot on the jukebox. They were having a nice time talking about all the Avatar: The Last Airbender for Netflix rumors. When all of a sudden,
This picture just came out too. Pretty cool.
they look good.
when all of a sudden a bright wave of green light showed all through the windows of the soda shop. Everyone gasped in horror at the
Wait,
sight.
what color was the light?
Green.
Green. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank
green.
you.
And
Sorry,
wondered
sorry.
what in the world was going on outside. All right, who do you choose to go check out? Who do you choose to go outside and check? Either Brian or Ileana.
Brian. I
Um,
choose
Brian.
myself.
Okay, Brian.
Brian went outside and looked up to see it was the Yolkians. Aliens who once invaded Retroville and were once taken out by Jimmy Neutron and
Yes!
friends.
Those
Yolk.
egg guys, they're golden,
Yes.
and they're like, oh.
I thought they were green.
Exactly.
They were green,
They're-
but they were
they're
wearing
green.
gold.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
What do you want with us? Some of the locals called out. Silence! One of the Yolkians screeched and blasted his gun at a human, rendering him unconscious.
Damn.
Mike! A woman called out. And she too was blasted. It took only a moment.
Spit.
Mike and the woman slowly stood up to everyone's amazement, but they were not the same. They had become zombies.
Oh,
Supercharged zombies!
Uh-oh, that makes her fat.
So, do you run or try to fight the zombies off?
Ooh. I'll let
We're the kids of
sister
America.
choose this
Whoa!
Yeah, we're gonna fight them.
one. Oh,
All right.
man, we're doomed. Great.
Brian,
You idiot!
What? You don't know the outcome. Maybe we're really good.
Yeah, maybe we die right here.
We're the kids of America.
whoa! Brian looks for the closest weapon to try to fight off the zombies, but there is nothing near him. Ileana, having seen him from inside the soda shop, brings him a knife and is bringing her own.
Great.
It's a
knife.
butter knife.
You take up your weapons against the zombies and the Yolkians. You're both able to take out several zombies, but in Ileana's panic, she also chopped up some humans who were
What
not
the
yet turned
heck,
into
man?
Oh!
Ilion, what the heck, dude?
I didn't actually do this, Brian.
She says, "Whoops, sorry."
Oh, snap.
And
Freaking
Brian
Mike,
See,
man.
this is how well I know you guys.
Wait. Don't
Freaking
even.
Mike!
You were just saying how we didn't care about the lady from Rust shooting.
That was 2 years ago! And that wasn't
Oh, my-
me! That was Alec that did that, bro!
Did Alec do it? We'll never know.
But I know that you did it! I saw you do it!
I said sorry.
Whoops.
So did Alec! Like 20 times!
Oh my gosh.
my
My
gosh.
bad.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops, sorry. Ileana called out, "Dude, what is wrong with you?" Brian yelled.
That
Yeah,
was accurate.
what's wrong with you? A Yokian called out, disturbed at the massacre of a not yet zombie people. Brian and Ileana looked at each other. Do you take out the disturbed Yokian? Hold on, I scrolled too far. Or keep fighting zombies?
I'm gonna choose. We're gonna take out the disturbed Yokian.
Yeah, he's conflicted now. He's disoriented from my grotesque behavior.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Ileana at
said
this point
sorry.
is dead weight, man.
Oh, I'm the one who's killing people. If
Yeah.
anything, I'm helping.
Dude, in this situation, you run, bro. You run. You don't. We have knives. They have guns, and then they have zombies.
Who said they had guns?
They were
Sister
blasting
did.
people.
She zapped them. What
They-
did they zap
they
with
were
the remote
blasting
control? It's-
Okay.
Annoyed that the Yolkian is questioning your methods, you both lunge at the Yolkian, but he's too much for you, and you are both taken up into the Yolkian alien spaceship.
Oh, okay. Let's get him from the heart. Let's get him from inside.
Alright, I gotta scroll down.
Listen, I've seen how this episode of Jimmy Neutron goes. Okay.
Oh,
I've
man.
seen it.
This isn't Jimmy Newton. This is real life, man.
This is
real
the
life.
Tolkiens from
And
Retroville.
Mike and his wife are dead and zombies for no reason, and we could have ran away and hid in a basement and been safe.
Yeah, and let everybody else perish, and we're like, it's honky dory down here.
Yeah, that's what happens in an apocalypse. You wait until everybody dies, and then you
That's
come
exactly
out.
right. That's exactly
what
right.
you do.
We're the kids of America. What?
All right,
We
so
were the kids of America.
Yeah, go ahead.
I aged 20
POD.
years fighting.
Yeah. Ileana was the first to awaken on the alien spaceship. Unsure of what exactly she was looking at, she tried to make sense of everything that had just happened and where she was right then. Where's Brian, she thought. She looked around and made out the source of the whirring and buzzing filling the room. 2 Yolkians were looking at some charts and pointing out what appeared to be words in an alien language written on a board. Ileana did not make herself noticed, but searched the room for Brian with her eyes. She looked up above her, and behold, he was hanging from above the ceiling. His wrists and ankles were bound by metal clasps that caused his body to hang limp from the ceiling.
This is all your fault, dude.
We jumped the Yokian!
All your fault. All you had to do was run. I'm about to get probed, man.
I hope he's not dead, Ileana thought.
Dang!
I hope he's not dead, one of the Yokians told the other. I told Flagahar that is no way to preserve a human. Don't you worry, Balthazar. He'll still be a fitting sacrifice to Poltra. They laughed.
Wait, pause. In 3rd grade, I remember that movie, or like the episode or whatever. I did a drawing project on on Poltra. Like,
my gosh. I don't know if I'd admit that.
I loved Jimmy Neutron so much as a kid. So, like, I'm eating this up.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Dude, you understand that we're in a bad situation here. This is not
you're
good.
fine.
You're the
You're
one
alive.
admiring Poltra.
You're alive. I'm alive. Okay, you're not sacrificed yet. We're gonna get you out of this.
They laughed maniacally as they left the room, leaving Ileana and Brian alone. Ileana went to Brian to find a way to get him down. Ileana, do you pull a suspicious lever or hit a big button?
Brian, don't give me any crap for this because there's no good answer, okay? You can't say good answer like they do on Family Feud. No. We're gonna pull a lever.
The suspicious lever you pulled released a trap door straight to Poltra. Ileana has been eaten, and Brian was later sacrificed. You died! The end!
Oh my gosh!
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a shot. I would have done the exact opposite. The exact opposite.
You ain't pushed it button!
Every single time.
Let's do this then. Let's back this baby up.
Okay, instead of attacking, we run.
Okay.
Reverse.
Ileana, okay, so we're going back. We're running now. Ileana runs and grabs Brian by the hand and takes off running as fast as you can.
Come with me,
Why
brother!
do I have no agency at all in the story?
Just
like,
wait.
all my decisions are being made by like, now I know what it's like to be a woman in a movie where the hero does everything.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Brian has 12 years on me, okay, folks? He should be the one who's taking charge.
You went outside. You know, you went outside.
No, Brian went outside.
Yeah, Brian. That's what I'm saying. Brian went outside. So that's taking charge.
So you can run outside to a different place.
So do we still have the knives?
No, you don't have the knives.
Okay.
But okay, it catches the attention of 3 zombies who begin chasing you.
Okay.
So the next one. The zombies who are chasing you are not actually running fast, but the fact that they exist, coupled with the invasion of the Yolkians, has you both trembling and running away full speed in terror. Neither of you are paying attention to where you're running, and you lock yourself in a building that seems to be safe. You listen for a sound of screaming and zombie moans, but it seems you've run away from the danger. We can catch our breath. What in the world is going on? Ileana asked. I have no friggin' idea, but we've got to get out of here, Brian said, still out of breath. It was then that they had the idea to look around to see where exactly they had run to. Did you run into a warehouse or a stable?
Brian's calling the shots now. Where are we running, Brian? Even though I'm the one who led us there, apparently.
We're gonna go to a stable.
While things were silent outside, A pig and a donkey were inside the stable making all kinds of racket. There were scythes, pitchforks, large shovels, a tractor, and a mound of manure, which made the air very foul. Let me
Yeah, I can live with that.
scroll down. The odor in the stable was so terrible that Ilyana turned green and wanted to throw up her root beer float. Still, the stable was in good condition and the animals looked healthy. For a moment, Brian and Ilyana felt safe. What should we do now? Ilyana asked. Maybe we should just hide out here until dark. Then we can travel at night and no one will be able to see us. Yeah, and where are we gonna go? Ilyana asked, getting frustrated.
Why do I sound like that?
Brian replied.
Yeah, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go somewhere warm.
Brian says someplace warm.
No
where
way!
the beer flows like wine. No, wait. I mean, just away from here. Those see that? I'm so good.
She knows us.
Those alien freaks and zombies are gonna find us here eventually. Wait. Shh. Did you hear that? Ilyana gasped. Dude, it's just a donkey. Brian, are those spores in this stable? Brian's eyes suddenly opened wide. You mean, like, in... Ilyana nodded slowly. The donkey in the back of the stable let out an earth-shattering bray, and the pig responded with a disgusting and painful bellow. Do you investigate the spores or get out of the stable? This is a critical decision.
This is Ileana's choice. I chose to go in here.
What? I'm gonna get us killed again!
Just do the opposite of your gut. That's what you should do.
My gut says get out, so I guess we stay.
Okay, well.
You're gonna
Let's find
investigate
out.
the spores?
We're gonna investigate the spores.
Brian and Ilyana went looking for the source of the spores, which turned out to be a form of large cordyceps fungus. Just as I feared, Brian whispered.
Like he knew what that was!
Brian, Ilyana's words were cut short when a mutated zombie donkey leapt out from behind a pile of manure and ripped Ilyana to shreds.
Oh my god!
Brian, mortified and frozen with fear, could do nothing but watch until he too was ripped apart by the mutant zombie donkey. You
Yeah,
died!
what the heck?
The end!
I went, you said go the opposite of my gut! Okay, so what happens if we got out? Continue the story.
No, you can't. It's part of an unknown. You can't know what happens.
No, we're gonna know.
No.
We're doing a show here. It's for the viewers.
This isn't what really happens, because you died.
Oh, we died forever ago.
Yeah. Trying furiously to hold your breath, run, and be silent at the same time, you escaped from the stable and ran aimlessly through the woods. The sun was beginning to set, to your relief and your distress. Still, you both continued through the woods, seeking any kind of refuge. You eventually came across a derpy werewolf, became friends, and lived happily ever after. You survived! The end.
No, we didn't. We died
That's
first.
not what happened.
We died first try.
Alright, I say we do it one more time starting at the very beginning.
Okay, one last time.
Oh my
Alright,
Lord.
one last time.
We
last
still
time.
got time, Brian. We still got time.
Alright. Who do you choose to go outside, Brian or Ilyana?
I guess me.
Okay.
We'll switch things up a little bit.
This is very, very different.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's just very different. Ilyana went outside and looked up to see that it was Bowser, King of the Koopas,
What
on
the
his
heck?
airship, ready to invade what he thought was the Mushroom Kingdom. Puny humans! You might as well give up now before I burn this whole place down! Surrender, or be crushed by my mighty Koopa
Here
army!
come Arnold.
Who is that, Jorgen?
Yeah,
Jorgen von Strangle?
I'm not good at Bowser. Just then, a swarm of Koopa Troopas and buzzy beetles flew directly at the locals standing nearby. They began to bash people's heads in way more gruesomely than in video games. The sky and ground were covered in a multitude of villains. Do you try to run or try to fight the Koopas off?
Brian, what do you think?
Koopas are easy villains to battle, so I'm gonna battle the
fight.
Koopas. Yeah, I'd fight some Koopas.
Ilyana notices a Koopa has fallen over and jumps on top of it, turning it into just a shell. She throws the shell, but it misses and hits Brian in the head, knocking him out.
Oh my gosh. Why am I so
Ilyana,
clumsy?
why are you being so klutzy? Seriously,
I know.
man.
I'm not some quirky Disney heroine, okay? I'm better than that. I'm not Mirabelle.
You were knocked out for an undetermined amount of time. Big brother Brian was the first to wake in his groggy little head up. Unsure of what just happened, he looked for Ilyana, but does not see her. He calls her name, but she does not respond. Worried, he raises his head to see what's around him. As his vision clears up, he sees that she is chained to a stone wall, still unconscious.
Now I'm chained up.
We must be in a prison cell, he thinks. Brian rushes over to her to check her out. She's fine, but sleeping. Ilyana! Freaking Ilyana, wake up!
Oh my gosh! I just got kidnapped. Why is he so aggressive?
And this is what you respond with, dude, shut up, I'm napping!
Oh my god!
Ilyana growled. Brian then gave her a wedgie to get her attention. She says, oh my lord, what? She yelled.
That sounds so accurate. What?
Dude, wake up. We've been captured. Huh, that explains the chains, Ilyana pondered. We've got to get out of here. Just then, the door creaked open, and a shadow approached them. Is it Shadow A or Shadow B?
We'll go.
Who approached you?
Shadow A.
Yes.
This is my favorite.
Okay.
The shadow approaching them sounded as though it was approaching them with a limp, dragging chains on the ground with each step. As the shadow approached them, the air grew colder and colder until they could see their breath. They made no sounds, for their hearts seemed to stop beating. At last, the shadow was upon them. It was Goofy.
Goofy?
Goofy.
Yuck.
Goofy? What in the heck are you doing here? You don't even fit in with this story. Ilyana crossed her arms. Yuck, gosh. I was just looking for the bathroom in this here fortress and got tangled in these here chain thingamajiggies. Yuck. Say, you folks need a hand? No thanks. We'll find our own way out of here. Suit yourself, but when Bowser's powers of darkness come for you, all you got to do is... His words were cut short as he accidentally fell through a trap door. A whistle was heard all the way down until they heard a splash. Well, at least we may have found a way out, Ilyana shrugged. Or we could go the way he came in, Brian suggested. So, are you going to go through the trap door? Or are you going to go the way that Goofy came?
Brian, this one's your choice. Katie, also move your hair away from your mic.
Sorry.
Let's go through the trapdoor.
Okay. Down to the splash.
Even your best effort could not save you going down the trap door. Ilyana slipped as they tried to climb down the wall.
Oh my gosh!
Slammed into Brian, and there they went, falling into the abyss. As their bodies smacked onto the water, a lone Luma flew over them, giggled, and flew away. You died. The end.
A lone what?
Luma.
Luma. What's
the Mario movie?
No,
that thing. Yeah.
From Mario Galaxy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, why am I so klutzy?
There are ways to escape this, guys. There are lots of ways to
that's
win.
it.
Late.
That's what happened.
It's too late now.
That's the end.
I feel like
We
why do I
died
keep trying to
4 out of
fight-
5 times.
trying to fight the inevitable. You know, it's just
we're just gonna die.
Yeah.
It's time. We tried, and the world would be.
But honestly,
over.
in this situation, it's Ileana who slips and smashes into me. Like,
I'm sorry for making
man,
you
I would have
unconscious.
chopped that dead weight a long time ago, man. Just let that
Brian is like trying to be such a caring, like, oh, let me go check on her. Oh, my heart stopped with fear. And Brian is not like that at all. He's like, oh, what the heck is this?
Girl, you on your own.
Yeah. See ya.
You idiot!
Oh my gosh, I was such a dead
If
weight.
you had chosen the way that Goofy came, you would have made it.
Well, that's on me. So I don't know. I was like, yeah.
It doesn't matter. We were bound to die the whole time.
Wow. I'm not teaming up with you guys if ever there's an apocalypse.
What? You
No!
know what? I'm gonna do this,
No!
and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Listen, they always say that if something happens like that, the best places to be are like out west, like in Montana or something.
No.
There's
No,
I would hide in
nothing.
Appalachia.
You don't want to hide in Montana. Montana has a super volcano underneath it. That
Yes.
when it explodes, it'll really destroy a quarter of the country.
Yeah,
Montana's
but
not
these
a
are
good place.
zombies or something like that. So what's the volcano gonna do? Nothing.
You
It
don't
won't
I'm
matter
just
because
saying,
you'll be
in
dead
an
too.
apocalypse, you don't want to go to Montana. It's too cold.
No, you do want to go to Appalachia.
Not Appalachia either.
Yes, you want to go to Appalachia.
There's
No,
things
in
those
case of a
woods.
tsunami, they'll reach Appalachia.
What?
Yes.
Those are mountains.
Yeah, the tsunami will reach the mountains.
Listen. I'll
If
just
you're
die.
on top of the mountains,
From anything that we just learned, if an apocalypse were to happen, I would just die, okay? Ileana's gone.
There was this
Ileana's
guy
now in
named Noah.
heaven.
He was on
Goodbye.
a boat, and the water reached all the way up to the mountains, past Everest, okay?
Okay. That was divine intervention.
Yeah, and anything that would happen that crazy has to be
Catastrophic.
divine. Yeah, so...
Ileana's dead. From what we just learned, that's what reality would be as well if the apocalypse were to truly happen.
The only safest place to live in the United States where you have a chance of living is in Oklahoma, and nobody wants to live in Oklahoma.
No, you get tornadoes there.
I still stand by my Appalachia.
Appalachia.
No, because then you have cannibalistic rednecks that live there too.
Sure
and
thing, sure are. And the weird things that you hear in the woods.
See everything.
They say if you hear the word hey in Appalachia, no you didn't. So, there's some crazy stuff out there. But anyways, what would you do in the event of the apocalypse? And did you enjoy this rendition of Survive the Horror Game? Thank you, Katie, for that game. We were bound to lose the entire time. I think you made that within mind. You said, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to be the supreme sibling.
I'll kill them dead.
Yeah.
With like
So,
a rock or something.
Let us know, did your choices follow suit with ours, or would you have gone a different route? Let us know down in the comments. And happy 100 years to Disney. That's just, I think, it should be said. Happy 100, Disney. You did it. Keep going. Strive for better. And that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening. We've got Brian in this corner.
Hey, 100 years, Disney. Good on you.
Yeah, you did that. We've got KT in this corner.
Shrek was also in this story.
What?
Somebody once told me. Gosh, I don't even know where that was going to go. What, if they went back the route and there's going to be Shrek there too randomly? The route that Goofy came out of?
I can't say.
Shrek and Goofy were having a fist fight with each other. No, I told you, I don't want to eat any of that. Just eat it, okay? No, what are you doing? Please stay away from me.
This is my son
God.
Maxie's favorite. Maxie loves this one. Anyways, and I'm Ileana, your host, signing off on yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in next week's episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.